Welcome to Fusion Kitchen. Today I am making egg biryani. Let's start. First we are going to take 2 cups of extra long grain basmati rice. Please note, for professional results use only extra long grain basmati rice. Now I have soaked it in water for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now while the rice is soaking, we are going to boil about 8 to 10 eggs. I boiled it with 1 teaspoon of salt or vinegar, and you won't find them cracking. Put them in ice water, peel and then keep aside. Now in a pan, I have heated about 2 tablespoons of oil. You can also use ghee. I've added about 1 teaspoon of mixed whole spices. I've used cardamom, cinnamon, star anise. You can choose any spices. I've also added a stick of cinnamon. Now we are going to take the drained rice. I've drained the rice in a colander after soaking it. And we're going to add this drained rice to the pan. And we just saute it for about 2 minutes. I've added about 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Mix well. Now I've added about 4.5 cups of water and let it boil. Please note, when the rice is ready, it should not be mushy. It should be firm and separated and not stuck together. Now you can add also a teaspoon of oil to the rice. Now we're going to prepare the masala for the eggs. In a pan, I've heated about 2 tablespoons of oil or ghee. I've added 1 or 2 bay leaves. Now I've taken 5 medium onions. I've pureed them. Please use only pureed onions for best results. Saute for about 3 minutes. Now I've added about 3 to 4 chopped green chilies. Now I've also added 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. I've added also 2 teaspoons of garam masala or ready-made biryani masala. You can use either one. Saute. Now I've added about 1.5 cups of tomato puree. I've also added about half teaspoon of salt. I've added about 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of black pepper. Now I've added the eggs. Let them coat the masala well. After about 2 minutes, you add about half cup of curd. This is important, don't skip this. I've also added a little water, not more than 2 tablespoons, because remember, this is a masala, this is not a curry or a gravy. It has to be thick. I've added some coriander and some mint leaves, just about a tablespoon or so. Let it cook and keep aside. Heat a pan with oil and we're going to fry about 3 potatoes which are chopped. To the oil I've added a little turmeric. I've chopped about 3 medium potatoes and I've added it. The turmeric coats the potatoes and gives it a golden color. If you do not want to fry the potatoes, you can also steam them. Actually, I have first fried the potatoes. Then I've added a little water, about half to quarter cup, and I have steamed it so that they get very soft. Then I've also added oil in a pan again, and I've taken about 3 sliced onions. I've sliced them into rings and we're going to fry them. Let them get about golden brown. You don't have to caramelize them totally. A light golden will do. Taking the cooked rice and we're going to divide it into 3 parts. I put it in 3 separate plates. To one plate I've added red food coloring. Mix slightly. To the other plate I've added yellow food coloring. You can also use saffron. Try to avoid using turmeric because it does impart a bitter taste to the rice. So either food coloring or saffron. And the third we keep it as it is. Now I've greased a kadai with 1-2 tablespoons of oil, and I've added some of the rice to the pan. This will form the bottom layer. I've added some caramelized onions, some mint and coriander, and some of the potatoes that we had fried. Now we're going to add the egg masala. As you can see, it is quite thick. It shouldn't be a curry. Again, to this egg masala, I've used a little coriander, little mint leaves. Also, I've added some of the onions and the potatoes. And the last layer will be the rice layer. The white rice, the yellow rice, and the red rice. To this, I've done the same with the mint leaves, coriander, the fried potatoes, and the onions. Now I've garnished with a few cashew nuts. You can use almonds, walnuts. I've used chopped cashew nuts. I've also added a tablespoon of oil to the rice. Sprinkle it. Now I've covered it with a damp cloth, and I've put a lid on the cloth, and we steam it for a few minutes, for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes on low flame. Also prepared some raita. Now we're going to serve the biryani. As you can see, the rice has to be separate. It should never be mushy. Serve with raita. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.